Alright guys, so this is a Bismarck game I played this off stream actually. Honestly, I've been playing a bunch of Bismarck off stream for some reason, I don't know. It's actually pretty fun when you actually get to just run around and secondary people, so who knows, I don't know. But yeah, so this is a game I had off stream. This is on the map Trap. It's a tier 9 game, but there's no carriers, so it's actually it's not too bad for me. I mean, the only tier 9 ships there are the destroyers, the Iowa, I think, so it's relatively good matchmaking for me. But anyway, I always try to decide to go to sea, especially in a secondary ship, because for the most part, people just get locked up on these islands up here, and it's easier than going south into A into open water. You don't really want to do that too much in these types of ships. So I came up here. Honestly, I'm gonna spend the majority of the game up here, I think, because you do take a lot of time to push through sometimes. But yeah, um, honestly, Bismarck dispersion. Yeah, I mean you can see this. I have nothing built into accuracy. I have no dead eyes. I have no module for dispersion. I have nothing. This is literally secondary build. I'll show you the build at the end of the video as usual. But yeah, I put the yellow tired camo on. It's actually one of the oldest camos right now, I think, for the Bismarck. Because Bismarck gets a bunch of perma camos, but this is one of the older ones. I think it's from like 2017, I would say. Yeah, but anyway, honestly, at these ranges, you're not gonna be expecting like big damage. You really need to get really lucky with dispersion or something to get big damage. So we're getting like overpen damage and standard stuff like that. But yeah, that's to be expected, honestly. But yeah. Anyway, the thing is, in this ship, you're hoping to be able to push. And when you're able to push, you can actually do some big damage. I actually have the close quarters combat skill on the ship right now, which means if someone gets into my secondary range, which is 11.5, I get I think a 10% reload buff, I think. Something like that. It's pretty good, honestly. It's like free damage, right? So, yeah, when you actually get someone that's close enough like that, it's incredibly good. But yeah, so here we're hoping on this Duke of York to actually run at me. He kind of is, which I'm getting excited for, because I do overmatch his nose. Um, and he doesn't really overmatch anything. He has to use HE to overmatch me, so. So you can see we do, look, 8k with guns on Bismarck, I'd say, is actually not too bad. I think that's okay, I guess. And you're not gonna be expecting those big, like 406 salvos with accurate guns, you know? It's not like a Missouri or an Iowa or something, right? So any damage really is big damage for the Bismarck, I think. But yeah, we'll find the Atlanta. As you can see, really good dispersion on him. Really good dispersion on that guy. Punched him out. He's probably dead. But yeah. Now the Duke of York, he's in my secondary range, which means close quarters combat is taking effect. So I get a reload buff on the guy. I get a reload buff on anything, but yeah, I probably end up using it on this guy. Starting to get quite excited here. Well, 5k, 3 pens, I don't know. I think it should have been like at least 7k. 3 pens, I don't know. Yeah, so our secondaries at this range are actually gonna hit things, because, you know, they're more inaccurate than they used to be, but at these ranges, they're not that inaccurate, especially on a Duke of York, which is literally running at you at 7 kilometers, right? So yeah, that's really nice. I do not have IFHE on these secondaries, because I am... So basically the thing is, with the smaller ones, I want them to set fires, and with the bigger ones, I want them to pen and do the pen damage. Which actually shows this game, because I believe I get quite an amount of fires. But yeah, I just killed this guy. And I think even the lower caliber ones actually pen the Duke of York down here, so... Because the Duke of York is 26mm armor. Anyway, close quarters combat, first one. Sorry, close quarters expert, first one. We do get a kill, 60k damage so far. It's been 7 minutes. Try shoot this broadside Iowa. That's a good dispersion shot, but we unfortunately don't actually land a citadel on the guy. And on the second one, where the dispersion was godly, I didn't even get a shell hit, which was confusing. But yeah. Here we get our secondary battle loader. I do have Lugians on this build. I wanted to meme around, guys. This is me off stream trying to meme around playing a ship, alright? And I was having a lot of fun playing the Bismarck. Like, a lot of fun. I've played 10 games in this thing in the past month, and I've been averaging around 120,000, which is actually pretty good in the Bismarck, I would say. But yeah. Here, I'm just trying to shoot this Iowa. These guns, I only have 24 shell hits in 7 minutes. I have not been hitting anything with these guns at all. Like, at all. Here we actually hit 3 pens for a 12k. That's kind of what I expected before. That's actually pretty good damage. Of course, makes me a bit happy there. But this is the Atlanta and Cleveland combination, I think, shooting us, which is really frustrating to deal with for sure, because I don't have fire prevention on this build, because I actually spec'd into concealment. The reason I had was I want to get close to things, and if I want to get close to things, I kind of need to try to be as dark as possible to get close to something, and that's why I don't have fire prevention. This is like a meme sort of build, but you do have to get close to things. I mean, fire prevention is good, extra heal is probably good, but concealment might be the best one out of the 3 in that regard. This damage is ridiculous. We're doing 0 damage a salvo with these guns. It's kind of funny, but so yeah, our team can take A here. I do ping them because it's like a 4v2. They should be taking that for free. Should have some, you know, pushing potential down there. I try to shoot the Cleveland. We get a Citadel, 26,000 damage. We get 2 Citadels. Punch him out. I think he just gets finished off here by either me or my team. It's my team that finishes off. It's the Kitakaze. But that's good. That's good. At least we killed the thing. Atlanta's nose in. We do need to kill this thing too. It's nose in. It should be dying for sure. I know we have no cap control right now. Here's like, I think when I decide, okay, I want to push. The issue is for me, I'm scared because the Odin has torpedoes and I don't. He has a hydro and I have a hydro, but he has one too. So he'll know when I'm coming around the corner, so he can just torp me. But yeah, I'm trying to keep myself safe from him for now, and then we'll see how we're gonna pressure him. But I come around this corner because we didn't need to make a play on C because our A side is taking forever. They should be winning A side. It's a 3v1, but that's okay. I'm gonna push C here. Slowly, of course. It's a Bismarck. It's not really... I mean, it's actually pretty fast for a battleship, but it's still a battleship. It doesn't go too fast. Here we spot the Z46 in our face, so we decide to switch to him, set secondaries to him. Yeah. And basically, the Odin's gonna rush us here. We killed the Z46, which is really nice. Well, our team does it. But here, I don't know really what I wanted to do, because I didn't want to run at him, because he has like some really good torp angles. Really good torp angles. But I think I just decided to sit here and try to bait him to come around on me, so I have my team supporting me at the same time, and try to reverse dodge with hydro or something. I won't have a hydro on 9, so this is really frustrating for me for sure. I kind of just wait for him. As you can see, he's actually walking around. My New Orleans is extremely low, by the way. Oh, my mass was extremely low, and he does actually torp me, which is really confusing. I don't know why he torps when I'm literally right here. I'm like right here, but as you can see from our left hand side there, the Odin does torpedo us, and the Fletcher gets spotted in our face again. This is the same mistake the C46 did, rushing Bismarck. I don't know why he's doing it. There's also a Roma to his left. I don't know why he came into this crossfire. It wasn't really beneficial for him too hard. I do, of course, shoot the Fletcher here. We need to do something to win this game. And then I start pushing around on the Odin. You really need to abuse of islands a lot in these types of ships. Especially, I mean, I'm talking about Bismarck, not really GK, because I don't really play the GK. But in terms of Bismarck, what I've been trying to do is trying to abuse of islands as much as possible. And just trying to push when I can. Try to use the hydro when I'm pushing. In this situation, I don't have it, but it is what it is. I come around here. The Roma does unfortunately die. That's our second close quarters, by the way, on that Fletcher. I'm really low here. This is 15k. He's 15k too. I do 4k for salvo. You can't really do too much damage to an Odin. But yeah, we do that. And I'm just trying to secondary him down, trying to stay behind an island from the Atlanta so he can't set a fire or something and fuck me up. Odin shoots AP at me, and that's fine. We take like 3k damage, and we do end up killing him, I believe. right there. That's our 3rd kill of the game. So now we step on to C cap in a second. Thing is, we do need to kill this Atlanta, and he's been alive for a really long time. He's kind of been playing it well, to be fair. He's been using the island how he's supposed to. So, but yeah, we're out of heals. That's our biggest issue now. We only have 13,000 HP left, nothing more. Literally nothing more. We literally can't heal at all unless we get 2 spotted ribbons, which will unlikely happen because we're at Bismarck and there's destroyers alive. But yeah, we have the majority right now on the team. We have more ships than them. We do have a heavy cap disadvantage, but we're contesting all 3 caps at this point. Except A, of course, our Synop does go down, which is really unfortunate. It is what it is, though. Here, I want to shoot the Atlanta, but the Atlanta's trying to run behind the island. I do have my Hydro running, so he can't torpedo me stealthily. Shoot the Amagi instead, which I believe this was a mistake. Shooting the Amagi was definitely a mistake because the Atlanta, I thought the Atlanta was gonna sit behind the rock, and he didn't. He just came around full speed for some reason. But yeah, that was my mistake. Should have shot the Atlanta. We could have gotten another kill. We could have gotten 4 kills. But yeah, Amagi pushing up. Kitakaze might die. He's trying to keep the Kitakaze spotted to kill him for sure, but we're trying to save the Kitakaze by doing minimal damage to the Amagi. Kitakaze does go down to Amagi secondaries. Unfortunate. It is what it is, though. This is gonna end up actually being a really close game, guys. And it's really unfortunate that we actually ended up losing this game because we did a lot of work. Like, us and our team, like, up north, we kind of did a lot of work. We took ages to push through C. But again, our team lost a majority at A side, too. So it was really unfortunate. Anyway, we get 2k on the Amagi at this angle. I was really mad. I'm like, 3 shell hits and only 3k damage. Okay, cool, I guess, at this range. But anyway, we kill the Amagi. And I have to push into this cap. I'm really low. Again, 13k HP is literally like 1 shot. If I'm broadside from an Iowa, he kills me. Even the HE Surrey could kill me very easily. Just get the fire, I damage con, and then he sets a perma fire, I die. I literally have to damage con a fire here because I'm 13k HP. I cannot let one burn at all. So our Oster is moving to the top right of the cap, basically. He's gonna sit there safely because he can't get spotted by the Surrey without the Surrey getting spotted first, so we know where the Surrey is. So he's actually in a good spot there. The mouse is gonna be with me, the one who torped me, by the way. So I would have around 5-6k more HP if he didn't torpedo me. But again, I mean, these aren't things you can control, right? So New Orleans is pushing down the south sides. I guess he gets a crossfire over there, sure. This is gonna be our biggest issue, fighting this Iowa. I mean, he's literally 50k HP and I'm 13k. Surrey is spotted, nose in, beached, which is really good for us. I do start opening up with secondaries. I'm not really scared of the Surrey too much, especially since he's bow in. He can't really do much to me. And they're probably gonna start focusing on my destroyer, who's 1k and shooting open water. He's shooting. When he's this low, that's kind of risky, but I mean, what can you do? I try to finish off the Surrey here, and then we switch to the Scone, and we get another close quarters. That's 4 kills. The Scone versus Ulster. Ulster should win this fight very easily. It's like a free fight for it, so that's pretty good. But yeah, I mean, the Ulster should beat that in a 1v1. And he does. I wanted the kill there, maybe get a Kraken, but I didn't get it, unfortunately. There's another one Kraken opportunity, and that's the Iowa here. I try to get the Iowa by walking. So the thing is, the Moss laid a smoke screen for me, which is really nice of him, I guess, after torpedoing me. But I do make use of the smoke screen quite a lot. So basically what I'm gonna do here, I had to cross this. I had to get spotted, I had to get shot at once. He misses, luckily. But this is the goal here. So what I'm trying to do here is sit behind the smoke screen, get all my secondaries off. Unfortunately, I have to turn left to get all the secondaries off. And I'm not gonna shoot my main guns for a while, so I can do as much damage as possible. The Moss, I had to. Because I don't want to turn in and just lose all the DPM, basically. But I'm gonna sit behind the smoke screen here and just secondary the guy, right? there's no point for me to run at him and kill myself and lose the game immediately. So I'm just gonna sit behind the smoke and secondary him for a while. I believe I make a mistake later on, and I'll show you. But apart from that, I believe this was the right play. The issue is there's only 5 seconds left on the smoke screen. 5 seconds. We're trying to get a perma-fire with the secondaries. I do shoot, because we're gonna get spotted anyway. So I do end up shooting. We do get a fire. I believe I should have angled way more. He damage cons the fire immediately, okay. Which is actually not too bad for our secondaries. Since we don't have IFHE, we can set fires again. He shoots at us. We live because he misaims. And we shoot at him and we get the worst dispersion in human history. We get 1 overpen. That's pretty good, I think. And we're up to 208k damage, which is, I would say, pretty good for the Bismarck already. There's a 30k HP Iowa left. How do we kill this? We had 2 destroyers and a New Orleans, right? If all of us shoot him, I can't go dark anymore, so I have to keep shooting. If all of us shoot him, we should be able to kill him, right? I'm down to 2k. I actually die. I get a fire with the secondaries though, which is really lucky, and that's gonna tick up. Double fire, and they're both perma, which is really lucky for me. But the major issue here I saw, I don't think, to be honest, I thought I made a mistake by shooting in the smoke. I actually didn't. It was fine. But the biggest issue here, I would say, is our Oster wasn't shooting for a really long time after this. He does start shooting here, but then he stops shooting for no reason, really. I think he thinks we can win off the cap. We can't. We literally cannot win off the cap. Because look how much points they have. There's only a minute left in the game. And the Oster starts torping him. And it's just, we're gonna lose if he doesn't, like, if he started shooting right now, guys, I promise, I'm fairly certain we will win this game. Because I'm telling you, the Iowa gets down to 1k HP, and the Oster is not shooting him for this entire time. So if he was shooting him this entire time, I'm fairly certain we could have won the game. But it is what it is. Like, you can't, you know, not everyone's confident enough to open water. I mean, that Iowa starts were off the screen, but these are the things you kind of have to do. I do ask him to start shooting. He does start shooting. Look, he was doing really well. Honestly, if he had started shooting a few seconds ago, or maybe 15 seconds ago, we definitely would have won this game easily. Like, it would have been a crazy game for sure. But sorry. But yeah, the Oster actually gets him down to really low HP. As you can see, he's already down to 3k. He could have killed him, but unfortunately it didn't happen. Maybe if the New Orleans was a bit closer to. Again, these are the high risk, high reward style games, but what can you do? 5 seconds left. 1k, 1.6k. Really unfortunate ending for sure, because he was down to 1.4k. Again, that would have been a win easily. So for personal score, we ended up getting 236,000 damage, 4 kills, 9 fires. This is why I don't have IFHE, and 285 secondary hits. We have 3 close quarters experts. We have a Confederate and a high cal. But yes, again, it is a loss. It is what it is. I don't know. We did a lot of work with our team, but unfortunately, we had to do a bit more work at the end. But anyway. So for team score, we got 2004 base XP, we got 4 kills, which is actually pretty good. Again, 2004 base XP on a loss. We got more base XP than the enemy's highest. So we tried, guys. We really tried. Our Oster tried. We all tried, I think. I don't know. Maybe some stuff happened at the south. Who knows? I wasn't really paying attention to the south side. But again, we did our part, I guess. Maybe we could have done a bit more, so we could have won this game. But yeah, that's team score. For detailed report, of course, the damage is 236,000 damage. All of it is from basically AP, and the secondary damage is 60k secondary damage and 35k fire damage, which basically adds up to like almost 90k. Actually it does add up to like 93k damage from secondaries, so that's pretty good. 51k on the Duke of York, 22k on the Odin, 9k Surrey, whatever, 5k Fletcher, 90k to the Iowa that lived. We should have done 1k more. Unfortunate, it is what it is. Cleveland, 31k. We took 107,000 damage, which is actually pretty good for the Bismarck, and we took 2 million potential, so that's pretty good. Honestly, we take this. Unfortunately, it is a loss, but it is what it is again. For credits and XP, we ended up getting 414,000 credits, which is pretty good. Remember, I think it counts as a perma camo, so we do have the credit bonus or whatever, and the credit reduction, so that's nice. We got 5.2k XP on the ship, 300 free XP, and 7.2k commander XP. I don't think I had any flags extra, so it's all the camo doing the work, and unfortunately it is a loss, so it doesn't count as a win bonus either, so... But yeah, it's still pretty good. Alright, so for my captain build, I'm running Gunther Lugens. Now, I normally run him on Z46 or Hindenburg, but I just wanted to try him out on this for once. So, but anyway, for my tier 1s, I have preventative maintenance, the improved one. For tier 2s, I have improved grease the gears. For tier 3s, I have long range secondary battery shells and adrenaline rush. For tier 4s, I have improved secondary battery aiming, close quarters combat, and concealment expert. I think this build is fairly good. I've played it again 10 times with this build, and it's been really good, like, every game. So, honestly, I've had fun playing this ship, so this is the build I'm gonna probably keep running if I play this ship anymore. Alright, so for my modules, I'm running Auxiliary Armaments Mod 1 for better secondary survivability. For Mod 2, I'm running Damage Control System Mod 1. You could possibly run the Hydra mod, but this is what I'm running. For Slot 3, I'm running Secondary Battery Mod 1 to... increase the secondary firing range and decrease the dispersion of the secondaries. For slot 4, I'm running prop mod because I really like prop mod. I always like to accelerate and stuff rather than, I don't know, turning or whatever. But slot 5, I'm running concealment system mod 1, of course, to get your concealment down as much as possible to get yourself to a 12.9 detection. So this is the build I've been running again. And again, I've had a lot of fun playing this build. But yeah. Alright guys, so to end of the video, I of course want to thank you guys for watching the video. Thank you guys so much. And just thank you for all the support on Twitch and on YouTube and on Discord, everything, alright? But yeah, this was my game in the Bismarck anyway. Again, I've been averaging like around 120k in this thing with this build. I've had a lot of fun playing it. I don't know, I'm just playing it for fun, off stream for the most part. And well, yeah. But... I'll be streaming, of course, later today. I'm always streaming, so... But yeah. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll be posting another video in the coming days, of course. I'll try to keep on a regular schedule to upload so we can grow the channel. But yeah, guys. Thank you so much. And I'll see you in the next video. Big fan, by the way.